Okay, so before you buy, you do need to get an agent on your side to advocate for you throughout the process. An agent comes to new construction process with a couple key knowledge areas. They know how much homes cost and the going rate for different construction projects, so they can make sure the home that you're buying fits in with other like construction processes. They'll be able to tell you if you're getting ripped off on the sale price or if a builder overcharges you, say on granite countertops. Armed with this information, they negotiate on your behalf from a position of knowledge and power. They know how the process works. They're advocating for you from the first day. They also know how to spot a deal. Just because builders often won't lower the base price of a home doesn't mean there isn't space for negotiation for upgrades, or financial incentives of one type or another. An experienced agent knows the complicated dance around new build negotiations when the timing's right to ask for deals and even freebies, depending on where they are with their completion process for the community they're in, where they are, financially, what time of year it is, what goals they have, and then knowing, who fits the bill for the agent fee. That's usually built in. You need to work with an agent from the beginning. If you're considering working for or with an agent on your new build, don't delay the decisions. The further you get into the home shopping process, the more challenging it becomes to bring in an agent. In fact, if you've already registered, you walk into the builder's office and the first thing they had to do is have you register. That is really locking out any agent or discovering if there's any agent involved in this transaction. It might be too late. Some builders are very agent friendly. Then maybe they'll pay the agent a reduced fee if they come in at a certain stage of the process. And some are absolutely not. If you get into new construction and register without your agent, it may be difficult to have them come in later or at all. They'll lock them right out. You cannot be represented. You cannot have an advocate on your side for the rest of this transaction or for the beginning of the transaction before we even go under contract. If you're building what you buy, you might think, why would I need an agent? However, new construction is a complicated and expensive process. Lots of moving parts, more so than obviously a resale. A experienced buyer's agent is going to bring to the table that experience and knowledge. The key is finding a pro who's seasoned in the world of new construction. So, make sure that you ask them, are you familiar not only with the community, are you familiar with the builders? Have you worked in this community and do you live in this community? What's it like living there? The best agents are the ones that live in the communities they serve. Somebody who lives in the community can talk to the builders, can stay on top of the building process. The builders' agents have 30, 40 tons of different clients they have to worry about. If you have your own agent, they can answer your questions in a timely manner. There's a wide range of agents out there. Taking time to find the right agent to fit your needs can make the whole process smoother.